So, amongst other rumors in the MCU, it would seem that Armor Wars, which was originally slated to be a Disney Plus series, has now turned into a movie.
Mixed feelings, because I know I have to be as frustrated as Don, well, maybe not as much as Don Cheadle is with the delay of this production, man. It's just like Don Cheadle's going to show up in Secret Invasion before he gets his show. He was supposed to come out before all of this. He was supposed to come out in this phase. His show's been delayed twice. Now it's a movie.
Well, he is not in the worst position in the MCU, but we'll talk about that later.
So you want to know why this feels so underwhelming for me? Even though I'm happy for Don Cheadle, I'm happy for the black male lead that's now going to be in a feature film. Hopefully they don't dual release it like Black Widow, because that makes me feel like, since it was already made for Disney Plus, that they might try that shit again. I hope not. But the thing that makes it feel underwhelming is the fact that we have made it. Don Cheadle has been War Machine since Iron Man 2. So that means Don Cheadle has been in the MCU for 13 years as James Rhodes, Rhodey. Mm-hmm. Correct? 13 years. Multitude of films. Obviously, the Iron Man's, Infinity War, Endgame.
Yeah.
What's Rhodey's wife's name? How many kids does Rhodey have?
Does he?
Where does he live?
No idea.
Who's Rhodey's best friend other than Tony Stark?
I got nothing.
13 years. The amount of time that these characters have been in the MCU, you've been able to see additions to their lore, their history, their relationships that have made them grow and expand. Now we're getting a War Machine movie, and we don't have a single one of those things for Don Cheadle to build off of.
Correct.
Nothing.
No character.
There's nothing for me to get excited about because I have zero clue what I'm getting ready to see. The James Rhodes character has been relegated to a side character status for so long, and there has not been any attempt to expand upon that character. Telling me that there's going to be a feature film is likening to having a feature film about M'Baku. I think M'Baku probably has half the appearances, if it's even half, that James Rhodes has had in the MCU. We know just about as much of James as we do about M'Baku. So would you be interested in an M'Baku movie right now?
No. Would
you be interested in a Bruno movie? Damn. Would Yelena be able to carry a Black Widow movie by herself right now? I don't think so.
No.
Are you interested in a Kate Bishop Hawkeye movie at the moment?
No.
That's kind of my point. It's like I appreciate the elevation, and it is a real elevation for Don Cheadle. Upset that it had to happen when the man is approaching his 60s. But the more effective route has already been proven. Right? And we know what this is. You give that character time to build and grow and expand upon his introductory role into the universe, and then he's able to carry a feature film. Some characters you don't need that because they already have established fan bases, lore, and all of that stuff to be a main character. T'Challa, Thor, Captain America. Characters like James Rhodes need a reason for you to give a damn. Mm-hmm. And the MCU has not given us a whole lot of reason to care about James Rhodes.
Question. In the comics, does James Rhodes not also engage in a relationship with Captain Marvel?
He does, and I do not want to see that on I
probably going to happen in this.
I don't want any parts of that. None. The age difference, the fact that we would then have an interracial couple before we have a black couple in the MCU would fuck me up. Yeah, no, I don't need any parts of that. That you want to take some liberties with the lore? How about put James Rhodes with a black woman? Maybe, just maybe. No, we shy away from things over there, but
War Machine and Monica Rambeau.
No.
Marvel?
No, yeah, don't do that either. He's been in the military for many of years. He's made thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, I'm sure. He wears an armored suit that he can fly around the world in that shoots things. Don't think he has a problem in the ladies department. So How about we just give him the things that any person who had been in the same place for 13 years would have and build upon that character. Now, with that being said, what to expect, depending on where they want to take the story, right? If they're trying to connect back to comic book stories that they could pull from, you know, in terms of having Armor Wars with Justin Hammer and all that kind of stuff, I feel like they kind of missed the boat on that, because when that story was most relevant was really like Iron Man 2. Maybe Iron Man 3 after he has all those suits explode fighting the fake Mandarin.
But that was still a while
But that was a while ago. Like, I guess you can have them pop up and be like, oh, yeah, you know, we got James Rhodes and Justin Hammer. I know you haven't seen him in a while, but he's back. Kind of like how they did with Abomination. But narratively, I think that's going to be the challenge, is to bring that towards modern day and making it relevant. I also want to see who else is going to be a part of the production. Obviously, this is James Rhodes' story, so we don't. I don't think you'll see a Tony appearance. Obviously, probably leave Captain America off of this.
I think Don Cheadle's a good enough actor to pull people into the movie.
Oh no, he can carry. He can lead a film
without needing Captain America or Iron Man in his film.
He can lead a film. Favorite Don Cheadle movie, Traitor. Excellent film. Excellent film. Another good Don Cheadle performance for me was Brooklyn's Finest. I don't know if you ever seen that with Wesley Snipes and Tom Greer and Jesse Williams is in that movie. Funny.
And he can be comedic as well.
Yeah, no, but see, I am hoping that in Phase 5 we're gonna be moving away from that a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want a Thor comedic thing.
Yeah,
but you know there'll be moments.
I don't need him to lead an action comedy. That's not what I want.
Yeah,
it's not what I want. Being that he is a government official, right? I would like to see more political spy thriller. I wouldn't even mind if this show somehow fed into New World Order with Sam Wilson's movie, right? Because you would think that those are going to be somehow linked.
They were together in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
So, you know, interesting things like that can kind of modernize that storyline that I think they're working with. What else? Supporting cast. We already talked about that. Lasting impact would be my biggest thing. If War Machine is going to be a candidate to lead the Avengers alongside Captain Marvel and Sam Wilson and Shuri, if that's the way we're going, then we need to establish him as such a leader. He needs to go through a maturation, which, in all honesty, he's kind of at a disadvantage with, because we don't have any springboard other than quippy jokes with Tony Stark and being paralyzed from the waist down. There's not a whole lot to go off of with James Rhodes right now, so those will be some of the challenges I think that they'll face. And I mean, Don Cheadle's a good actor, so I have confidence in the production. It just depends on the direction in the script, honestly.
War Machine, Captain America, Falcons, Captain America, Captain Marvel, and Ant-Man.
Are those the surviving Avengers and Strange?
Considering Ant-Man has beef with Kang now after Quantumania.
Ant-Man, War Machine, Falcon,
Captain Marvel.
Yelena's going to be a Thunderbolt, so I don't know what that means for Avengers.
Yeah.
Yuck. Shuri. I have a serious kind of worry that Shuri's not going to be an Avenger.
That's the only reason I brought up Ant-Man as a possible.
Yeah, I don't think, because I mean, traditionally the Black Panther doesn't have to be an Avenger. He's not always an Avenger, whether it's Shuri or T'Challa. And then also, I'm just not getting the vibe that it is a very welcoming home over there at Disney for Letitia Wright right now. So That is certainly not the vibe I'm getting.
Well,
Especially with there, being even more rumors about her being the source of some controversy going on over there. So
she is
we shall see.
also apparently a crash test dummy over there, so she probably shouldn't be too welcoming to them either.
Hey, fair enough.
Yeah.
Give us your thoughts on the new announced Armor Wars movie that is going to be coming out, no longer a series. What do you think about Don Cheadle leading his history in the MCU and his prospects going forward? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and come back next week for more content.
Make sure you check out some of our other Marvel content that we have out there. We've got plenty of videos to keep you entertained. And then also, like you said, subscribe because we will be talking about just different MCU rumors and things of that nature coming up.